Good morning, 7th graders. Happy Tuesday to you. It's October 27th, and here is your plan for today. So you're going to look at a warm-up to begin with, and just to refresh your memory on what we've done in Lesson 6. So you'll see here in just a minute the warm-up questions that you're going to complete on sales tax, tip, and markup, as well as being able to find the total cost for all three of those. After that, you're going to do your quick check. So remember, your quick checks are assignments. And so you're going to do a quick check for Lesson 6, an assignment grade in Schoology today. There are 6 questions on there for you. It looks very similar to what you're going to do in your warm-up today. Don't forget on your quick checks that you can do those unlimited times. So once you go through it the first time, depending on your score, you can go back in unlimited times to your liking to get the better score and the higher score. So please keep that in mind as well as you work today. Then hopefully you should have some time for ALEKS. So tomorrow is Wednesday, and tomorrow you are going to be working on 15 minutes of ALEKS time. That's the expectation every Wednesday for math. And so you'll see on the reminders right there on the agenda, that'll be there each week to remind you. You'll hear that often from us, that's the expectation every Wednesday, 15 minutes on ALEKS. And then don't forget, we talked about how you need to have a full 30 minutes for the week on ALEKS. And so that is from Monday through Sunday. And so 15 minutes of it's going to be done on Wednesday. You just have to find where the other 15 minutes are going to come in throughout the week. So if you'd run out of time, at school, that's something that you can catch up on at home if you need to. So 30 minutes required each week for a participation grade in your Math 7 grade book. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to get you going on the warm-up here. So this warm-up right here, it's up to your crew leader, and if they're okay with you maybe pairing up with one other person and working through these together or doing it individually on your own. Again, we talked about yesterday when I did a little warm-up with you, your warm-ups really shouldn't last more than 5 minutes. Now, I did give you 3 problems here, and in each of those problems, you're finding 2 things. So probably a little bit longer today. I would say maybe at top 10 minutes, no more than that, so you have time for your quick check and even possibly some ALEKS work today. So you're going to be finding for a $24 breakfast at the brunch house, 15% tip. So you're going to find what that tip amount is, and then you're going to find the total bill. The second one, there's a pair of jeans that are $45 at Tilly's in Granville Mall, and it's going to have 6% Michigan sales tax on it. And so you want to know what the tax amount is going to be and what's the total cost. And then number 3, PacSun is going to buy a sweatshirt for $13 from a manufacturer, and the markup on that sweatshirt is going to be 80%. So you're going to find out what the markup amount is, and then what is the selling price. So let's plan on no more than 10 minutes with either working on your own or, depending on your crew leader, if they're okay with you working with one other person to help each other out. And then I will meet you back here and show you what you should have for your warm-up answers. Okay, so let's take a look. So again, these were your 3 warm-up questions. Let's see how each one is worked out, finding your tip, your tax, your markup, and then your total costs on all 3 of those. So let's look at number 1. So number 1 here, right? We had $24 that you were going to spend at the brunch house and leave the waitstaff a 15% tip. And so when you set that proportion up and you work through solving that proportion, you should have gotten that you are going to leave a $3.60 tip. So now if you're finding the total bill, the second question, so over here on the right, remember when you find a total, the total means adding. So you're adding those amounts together. So the $24 bill that you had, the $3.60 tip that you're going to leave is going to total $27.60 for your time at the brunch house eating. And then number 2, you are looking at 6% sales tax on a $45 pair of jeans at Tilly's. And once again, going through the proportion setup and solving, you should see $2.70 in tax on those jeans that you want to purchase. So then it asks you, what is the total cost? And again, total cost, you're adding. So you're taking that jean amount, the $45, you're adding the tax, the $2.70, and you should have a total cost at the register. The cashier is going to say to you, you owe $47.70. So first step, number one, was finding the tip. The second step was finding the total bill. First step on number two was finding the tax. Second step was finding that total cost. And in both cases, right, when you find that total bill and the total cost, you're adding those amounts together. One more, number three. So here, PacSun was going to buy a sweatshirt fairly cheap at $13 from a manufacturer. And PacSun plans on marking that sweatshirt up 80% in the store. So again, setting that proportion up and solving, it would be a $10.40 markup on that sweatshirt. That's the first step. What is the markup? $10.40. Then it says, what's the selling price? So I know the word total isn't there in front of that, but when you're thinking about what the selling price is, you're thinking about on the sales floor at PacSun, what is the sticker, what is the tag going to say on that sweatshirt? So you're taking what they're purchasing it for, $13 from that manufacturer. You're adding to it the 80% markup, the $10.40. And altogether, that sweatshirt on the sales floor at PacSun is going to cost $23.40. Okay, so there's your warm up. And that was just to prepare you for your quick check that you're going to find in Schoology. So at this point, you're going to go into Schoology. And you'll find in your percents folder or off to the right-hand side, it'll say Quick Check, Lesson 6, Sales Tax, Tips, and Markup. And that's what you're going to go to next. And you know, as like we've talked about so far in every chapter when we do a quick check, use your book. It's an assignment. So if you want to go back and look at any problems, use your book. Use the warm-up that we just did. The warm-up looks just like this quick check. So if you wrote the problems down and you showed the work, then you should be all set. That's going to help you with your quick check. And of course, using lined paper to show your work and a calculator. So quick check is next. And then again, like I said, if you have time, you're going into ALEKS. Have a wonderful Tuesday. And I will see you back on video on Thursday.